The Bulls get much love up in here. Welcome to the original Ill Town, the Krilla, my spot for the NBA Finals on 24/7. The Seattle Supersonics finally got rid of the Utah Jazz so that they could play the Bulls in the finals this year. Now the deal is the first team to win 4 games gets the ring. Seattle got a big problem though. They got 2 games up in here, in Jordan's house, in Pippen's house, in Rodman's house. Could the Sonics handle the heat? Yo, the Bulls with an ugly victory in game 2. Dennis Rodman came through for them like he's never come before. Big 20 rebounds, 11 on the offensive end. He gets the record. He's the man that had things going on. Now, game 3 in Seattle. Can they do it? We don't know. Check it out.
Coming up, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at Space Jam, starring Jordan and the Bunny. But first up, a word from the master, who himself is back on the big screen, Chuck Jones.
Let us run through that again. Okay.
If you want to know what hell is, take one of your 5 children and say that's my favorite, and let it be known publicly. I mean, crucifixion is
Too
much
good
nicer.
for you, yeah.
You choose crucifixion right off the bat, or being boiled in oil. No, of course you don't. But you will find that certain characters you feel more comfortable with. For instance, Daffy, I'm comfortable with Daffy because I recognize in him the very things that I find most despicable in me. Despicable, pardon me.
Ho, ha, ha, guard, turn, parry, dodge, spin, ha, thrust.
Comedy is the most exacting of all the dramatic arts. Why? Because you have an instant critic, laughter. What we're trying to do here is to train young people to take over and do what we did, only better, and to do new adventures with old characters and new adventures with new characters. But I don't want any old people. I just want young people. We have a few old people who are teaching them, or helping them to learn, rather.
Tell me how brilliant you were to get your Lifetime Achievement Oscar.
If you ever think you deserve something, well, you don't deserve it.
You didn't give it back, though.
Well, I figure they're going to be that foolish. I mean, certainly I wasn't going to argue with them.
You keep out of this. He doesn't have to shoot you now. He just so has to shoot me now. I demand that you shoot me now.
The very first picture I ever made, I was afraid to go see it. And they finally dragged me, kicking and screaming in there. I thought I didn't know if the damn thing would move or not. And so we went in the balcony where I couldn't be seen, where I could hide under the chairs when the picture didn't get any laughs. And I sat down with my wife and daughter, who was she was about 6, I believe. And the picture went on, and a little girl sitting in front of me grabbed her mother by the arm, and she said, "Mama, I knew we should have come here."
Yo, Money, you got to love this, man. This weather, man, this scenery, man.
Don't you just hate it?
Oh, man, look at you.
No, it's not my thing. You know, what would improve it? Be great. Big flying saucer coming over there, right? Laser beam down like that on them buildings. Blotto. Good night.
You bugging. I know what you want, man.
What's that?
You want some Independence Day, man.
We will not finish without a fight. Summer, granted.
Yeah.
Summer blockbuster, that's what that means. You know what summer blockbuster is? The new Arnie is out.
I smell Arnold.
There's got to be a new Arnie, and there's a big new Arnie out as well. Eraser.
And what would happen?
He says, you have been erased. Works for me.
Very good.
Perfect.
I'm impressed.
Cyrex is selling weapons technology. This disc and your testimony will help us put them and their co-conspirators behind bars. You've done a great service for your country, Miss Cullen. Now it's time to think about your safety.
You're in an extremely high-risk situation, Miss Cullen. That should have been explained to you.
The disc, the girl, the gun. By dawn, they don't exist.
Clint has arrived.
I'll enjoy introducing them to you.
You need total destruction.
Yes, please. Yes,
You
please.
need all these just ripped up, gone.
If you wouldn't mind.
I got it.
What's that?
Twister.
Twister.
Twister. Get it in there.
People would pay to see this rubbish.
Oh, yeah. And they made a movie out of it, too.
Debris, Dusty, we have debris! Debris? Right! Left! What now? I have no idea.
So here we are then, Scoop. Another game, another town. I think that headline says it all there, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, man. 0-2. This is ugly. Yeah.
So what's Seattle going to do about it? You know, back in their own place.
Seattle got to stay confident, man, and keep the Wolves from playing good basketball, what they've done. And, you know, this is the most important game in this franchise history, so they've got to come through. It's over.
And if they don't do it in this game 3, do you think that could be?
Man, cancel Christmas, call in the Easter Bunny, baby. Kill it. It's over.
That's it. Good night, I suppose.
Despite the Bulls having a 2-0 lead in the series, Michael Jordan had yet to turn in a high-octane performance. But from the start of Game 3, it was clear the wait was over.
Here is Jordan for three. And the Bulls able to get off to the quick start. Jordan setting up Longley. Yes. Longley. Try to bank it. Kemp on the rebound. Hawkins, 3-on-1. Payton for Perkins. Nicely done. And that gets the crowd going. Jordan, yes. 9 points for Jordan. He's hit 3 of 7. Not seeing many stops at the other end of the court as Chicago goes to the offense. They have been scoring at will in this first quarter.
It's a classic example of just what great offense does to a very good defense, one of the top-rated defenses in the NBA, Seattle this year.
And a 3 for Jordan. That gives him 12. Bulls lead 30-12.
Well, the Chicago Bulls respect the defense of Seattle. I think that's why they came out. They knew they would be tough in this building. That's why they had come out. They spaced the floor beautifully and passing the ball and making their shots to a team.
The steal by Jordan leading to the breakaway by Pippen. Oh, the Bulls are just eating up the Sonics in this opening quarter.
While supermodel Cindy Crawford and saxophonist Kenny G shared hairdressing tips, the Sonics fought back.
Good coach. Oh, what a move by Jordan, but not able to hit.
Just watching Jordan and getting in up close to his face and seeing the defensive effort.
Askew with the floater. Again, it's Payton on Jordan. Sally, played by Kemp. Jordan. Yes, nicely done on the setup from Kukoc.
Mark, they just keep moving all the time. When one guy has the ball, they're not standing watching.
And there's nothing passive about Tony Kukoc here in the first half. Sean Kemp. 6 points now for Kemp. The Bulls 51, the Sonics 35.
Martoni's one of those guys who responds to the challenge. A very competitive guy, even though a quiet personality. Harper out. He knows it's his day.
And Michael Jordan picking it up. He has 20 points. The Bulls by 18. Jordan being guarded by Wingate. Shoots over. Yes. Oh, Michael is on fire now.
This summer, thanks to Vauxhall's 50/50 offer, you can have 2 years free from monthly repayments and 0% interest. Just pay half now and half in 2 years. Alternatively, the windfall payment plan requires just a 20% deposit. They'll pay your first 4 monthly repayments, leaving you with 4 free months. Hopefully. Take advantage of Vauxhall this summer. Don't pay them.
My mates give me some stick about being tight. There are some things I like spending money on, and there's some that I don't. But car insurance isn't one of them. AA car insurance costs less than I thought.
Call direct on 0800 444 777.
True Brits. A collection of the very best indie hits, including Cast, Supergrass and Ash. Plus The Cure, Radiohead, Pulp and James. True Brit. 40 essential indie hits. Out now on double CD and cassette.
Next, the quality of the air we breathe. Will it get any better?
The monitoring of inner city pollution.
Damage caused by acid rain. Record numbers of cars. Roadside levels were found to be higher.
Complaints about noise pollution levels. Great concern.
Who could save you up to 30% on your home contents insurance? Call free 0800 282820. Guardian Direct.
Sometimes you're just not yourself. Oasis is a combination of real fruit juice and still spring water that gets you back to your old self.
Who taught you to drive, you silly? Cheers, mate. Oh, my shoulders, I tell you, they're giving me chin. Steve!
Oasis, open pour for yourself once more.
Get into Mix Zone. 34 non-stop club anthems and extended mixes featuring hits from Kendo and JX. Clubheads, Helicopter and Lisa Marie Experience. Pizza Man, S-Express and Josh Swing, plus Piano Man exclusive. Mix Zone, get it now.
Scored in 4.5 minutes. They've been outscored here in the third, 7-2. Kemp had it accidentally knocked away by Payton. Able to recover and hit. Hawkins cannot hit from downtown, and it leads to this. A fast break bucket by Jordan. Chain of defense. Shot clock at 7. Pippen. Oh, beautiful move with a head fake on Hersey Hawkins.
And Phil Jackson and the Chicago bench are wondering why Steve Kerr was not credited with a three-point shot.
Apparently they did wave it off. Called it a 2. Here's Wingate for 3. David Wingate from downtown. Now Peyton posted. Facing the double team. The steal by Pippen. Kukoc chased by Perkins. Jordan with the pull-up. Yes, and it counts. Foul committed by Wingate. Down to 5 on the 24. Pippen for 3 with 2 seconds remaining on the clock. So the Chicago Bulls in a blowout of the Seattle Sonics. They opened up with a burst, anticipating the high energy from this crowd. And they were able to just take it all out of the Sonics right at the start. Time has run out. The Bulls winning Game 3, 108-86.
They was on fire. I mean, everything they threw up was going in the basket. So, you know, we made mistakes, and mistakes can't happen. And they punished us for that, and they got a 20-point lead, and we couldn't come back.
We have killer eyes every time we step on the court. You know, I didn't think, hopefully he didn't think we were going to come in with not killer eyes. I think, we sense an opportunity to grasp this series in Game 3. So I think on the road, you have to have a certain focus. You have to have a certain killer instinct.
So, Scoop, an eerie silence has fallen over this place very quickly indeed. How about that?
Man, that was ugly. It should be silent in here. It's like a funeral. That's what happened, man. They called the funeral up in here. The Bulls waxed them.
Did Seattle do something wrong? Was Chicago that good?
Chicago's that good, man. They came out here to prove it. They took the crowd out the game with a big run in the beginning, sustained every run Seattle tried to give them, and now they're going to show, why they're the best team that ever played the game.
Yeah, because looking at Game 4 and a possible sweep, what do you think?
Man, sweep, vacuum clean, it doesn't make a difference, man. The fat lady's eating and singing, baby. She's like, the party's over!
First of all, the movie's not all basketball. No. Really, the plot roughly is about saving the land of Looney Tunes, from outer space invaders, and how, the Looney Tunes get Michael Jordan to help out.
Pardon me, Mr. Jordan. Could I have your your John Hancock?
What's going on here?
We need your help!
This is the first time all the Looney Tunes are being put together in a feature film. And, they're not kids' characters. What was always wonderful about the Looney Tunes was, how irreverent they are and how hip they are. And I was just trying to capture that voice from the 40s that was sort of really on the cutting edge of comedy.
Ready?
Yeah!
Doc.
Yeah.
You kick it in here. You go to the hole and dominate. We on defense.
Oh, yeah.
You're dealing with, obviously, an icon in the shape of Michael Jordan. I mean, is that what appealed to you? What appealed to you about him as a person?
Well, I had the sense about him that, yes, he is one of the greatest athletes of all time, but I also felt this is a man who looks so great. He seems to, I saw him on commercials and I saw him interviewed. I had the feeling that this man could be a movie star.
I got the opportunity to play myself, which, is probably the easiest thing for me to do, if anything, but, it was a good opportunity for me to just extend the commercial to do a movie.
As part of our deal for putting him in the film, we created this basketball arena in which he worked out every single day, and they had these great impromptu basketball games. It was an all-star game every single evening, and I felt very privileged, to be able to see it.
Usually after the live-action shoot was done, Michael would go down and train with all of his NBA buddies, and a lot of us artists came in just to absorb the atmosphere. In animation, we handle this thing frame by frame, so we truly study the grace and athleticism of these characters because we have to dissect it and put it back together to match up with one of the greatest players ever.
It's been very helpful, I go over and do my work over there, come over here for lunch, lift, go back, finish my work over there, and come back and play in the afternoons.
All the real people, they've done their thing now, haven't they? So you're now slotting in around that, are you?
Exactly, yeah. We're pulling up the rear, and it's interesting because we have to choreograph around stuff that's already been choreographed in terms of the live action working with the animation. And it's a bit different because we have to do a basketball game that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We have to sort of, achieve a game that's only in the mind of what Michael Jordan was doing at the time.
Does it worry you that sports stars can so easily cross over into this industry, or do you think it's all part and parcel?
Well, I think this has been going on for a long time. Great characters from sports have sort of made it in as they don't become necessarily wonderful dramatic actors, but movie stars are a special thing. They're the kind of people that light up the screen. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of the greatest movie stars today, really is a sports figure. I mean, he came out of the world of, pump and iron,
sure.
But now he makes it as a certain kind of both comedic and action star. And I think this is well within Michael Jordan's reach if he really wants that career. I think he's going to, because I think people are going to be blown away.
No competition this week. The answer to last week's question is Patrick Ewing scoring by route A. Mr. Matthew Fitzpatrick is our winner. All 6 now go on to our special head-to-head contest to win that amazing trip for 2 to next year's All-Star Game. Watch out for the last edition of NBA Raw on June 23rd to see who wins that special competition at the Sports Cafe in London.
Get up on it like this. You get up on it like this. You get up on it like this. Special mix.
1993, I think it was a moment where I said, something's got to change. My life is boring. My life is stagnant. It's like someone sitting there just nailing me against a tree and saying, you're not going anywhere. And, I had to do something. And one day I just said, something has to change. And things started to, elevate for me. And the hair and the piercing and things like that. And I started finding that this is what I want. This is the way I want to live. It's not a bad way. Yeah. It's a way where I'm just expressing myself.
You don't look like someone who's sitting indoors watching a bit of telly and, with some popcorn on one side and a can of soda on the other. I mean, but do you?
No.
No?
Not at all.
I thought my instincts were good.
No, I don't do anything. I do things like that very rarely.
Yeah.
I stay at home and watch TV. I gotta get out there and find something that's different. I gotta get out there and find something that's intriguing, that's interesting, that's gonna make me feel that I can pursue anything. I have to get out there and do it. I live day to day because you never know. I might die tomorrow night. I might die when I walk out the door. You never know. I live day to day. I don't want to die, but that's the kind of things I have to accept. I've done it all. I've been through it all. But there's still something that's driving Dennis Rodman.
Well, Mr. Jackson, that's it, eh? 24/7 over a season. We did the films, we did the fashion, we did the music, and of course we did that action, didn't we?
Yo, baby, it was thick. We did it all. But, there's 2 more Raws to go, man.
That's true.
Hey, they got the finals. Plus, they got the season roundup.
What year it's been, eh?
Fantastic year, man. We saw all the stars in basketball, and the top 2 teams in the NBA made it to the finals. You can't ask me any more than that. That's
and
it,
the
baby.
beauty of it is, of course, anyone at home who's had their appetite whetted by the game, they can go out and try their skills out. The NBA 3-on-3 tour goes to England, London, Manchester, July and September. They can have a go themselves. It's perfect, isn't it?
Keep their skills together.
Great stuff. Well, that's it then. That's
it was
mate.
lovely.
Oh, no, it was. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing.
Peace to you.
Great to see you. Lovely to see you, man.
I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, see you next season.
All right.
See you later, man. Actually, do you fancy a drink? Because we should go now.
Yeah,
Because when we're
drinks,
done,
man.
there's always
Come
the
on,
word, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
And if you're thirsty for more, don't forget Game 6 of the NBA playoffs live tomorrow night at 5 past midnight here on Channel 4.
All the blood's gone to me face.
Elmo, you're safe. We were worried about you. I'm glad to see you still got your head screwed on.
Ma'am. Aye, they've gone. Once again, we have the night that no morn shall break, sir.
Actually, I think you'll find the brakes broken.
They wouldn't have gone if it hadn't been for my outstanding leadership. They have gone, haven't they?
Don't be such a baby. Come and look for yourself. Oops.
Good work, Captain, Corporal. We've shown them who's boss. They've definitely gone.
Amazing. Great stuff, Elmo. That's nothing. Come back with us and you can see the rest of the show. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Now you're talking.
Hey, hang on. What's that?
What?
The flashing light. Ah, it's all right. It's a little gift for draft's sake.
Can you see anything?
This thing's broken again.
Synapse will fix it in a jiffy, sir. He'll be hanging around somewhere. I'll go fetch him.
Now, don't disturb him. I think I like him exactly where he is. Hello? Hello?
A roundup of the week's NBA playoffs feature an NBA Raw after the break.